What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good clap. Excited to announce that today Vortex is coming out with an enclosed version of a few of their Defender series pistol red dots. They have an enclosed CCW and an enclosed ST version. What we're going to do, we're going to talk about the features of the red dots, the differences between the two, the testing that we've done, and then also we're going to talk about the advantages of an enclosed optic enclosed emitter compared to something that's open. And let's start there. So with an open emitter, something can get in the red dot and block that emitter. The common example most people use is mud and dirt. That's possible. I think more likely dust if you're carrying it, some belly button lint or something. Rain is a common one. Snow, anything like that can get in there, block that emitter, blow out your red dot, and now your red dot's kind of useless. So with the enclosed, everything is enclosed. Nothing can get in there. It's protected. And I also think they're going to be typically more durable as well. Just by design, they're more of a box. They're more enclosed. They're typically more of a beefier design. And I think that means that on average, they're going to be a little more durable as well. All right. So what I have here is the Defender-CCW. The CCW is going to be the RMSC footprint. So it's going to work typically on those smaller guns. I have mine on an X macro. The ST is a little bit larger. Dimensions and size are up here on the screen for you. The ST is going to be a Delta Point Pro footprint, ideally on something a little better, maybe a compact or a bigger rather, maybe a compact or a full-size gun. And it does come with the MOS plate. If you want to stick it on the Glock MOS system, you can do that as well. The Defender series red dots are Vortex premium pistol red dots. So they have all the bells and whistles that we're going to talk about. For example, the material is 70-75 aluminum instead of 60-61. 70-75, a little stronger, should be a little bit more durable. They're also multi-reticle systems. Both red dots, you can either do a 2 MOA dot, a 32 MOA circle, or both the dot and the circle. And the way you make that change when the red dot's on, you quickly press both buttons and that will let you cycle through the dot, the circle, and the dot circle. Now my favorite feature is going to be these new ones have solar panels on the top of the red dot, and that's going to do a lot for your battery life. So there's a sensor in here that automatically detects the situation of the light, and if there's enough light to run on solar, it's going to run on solar, and if not, then it will switch over to battery life or to your battery power automatically. Speaking of the battery, it's a side load battery. It's a very standard 2032. It does have auto off, so after 10 minutes turns off automatically. The second it senses any motion, it will kick right back on. Now I'm going to pull up a chart here. I love that Vortex does this. This chart is going to detail the battery life based on how long the red dot's on. So, and the solar will mess with this a little bit in a good way. The solar will make it better. But if you leave it on 24/7, it's going to last 35,000 hours. If you leave it on and then they show you 12 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and all the different settings up to 150,000 hours a day. Again, the auto off and definitely the solar may extend this, but I love all the details that Vortex gives us. Now, as far as the buttons are on the left side of the red dot, which means it's going to be up against your body, assuming you are a normal right-handed person and not backwards lefty. There is 12 brightness settings, 10 for daytime, 2 being night vision. Now, the controls are pretty easy. Most of them you're not going to need, but let me quickly go over the controls. When the red dot is off, you can press either button for a few seconds to turn it on. When it's on and you want to turn it off, you hold the minus to turn it off. That auto off feature, that auto shut off feature, you can turn that off if you want to. So when the red dot is on, you press and hold both buttons for 3 seconds, and that will allow you to turn on or off the auto off if you want to. There's a lockout as well. You can hold the plus for 3 seconds if you want to lock out those buttons, and the brightness adjustment will not go up or down accidentally. Hold the plus again for 3 seconds to turn the lockout off. And then I already mentioned to change the different reticles, you quickly press both buttons while the red dot's on, and that will cycle through the different reticles for you. All right, let's talk a little bit about clarity. I find both the dot and the window very clear. Now, different eyesight may see the dot a little bit differently, but I don't see any blooming at all. I don't see any refresh rate like some dots you see the dot blinking kind of. I don't see any of that. It's crisp, it's clear, it's steady, it's solid. Similar with the window. The window has an aspherical lens. It's a very, very high quality lens, and typically when you see aspherical, the lens is going to be clear, crisp, look good. The lens is also protected a little bit. If you look at the front of the red dot, you have some texturing on here. I don't know if that makes it more durable, but it definitely looks cool. But either way, the window is recessed in there. So if you do bang it on something accidentally, whatever, it'd be a little less likely that you're going to scratch that front window. Windage and elevation are very, very standard. You have one on top, one on the side. Each click is going to be a 1 MOA adjustment per click, and then the numbers you see up here on the screen are the amount of MOA adjustments you can make on this red dot. Couple things, quick things I want to call out on this red dot. All Vortex pistol red dots come with an amazing amount of accessories, useful accessories. They come with more screws than any other red dot. They're all labeled extremely well. They come with a pick mount. They come with the tools to install, a cover, a cloth, all this stuff. As I said earlier, the ST comes with the MOS adapter as well. The CCW comes with a 1-inch shim. Certain guns, you'll need that 1-inch shim to sight it incorrectly. I've never had to use it, but it comes with it. It's also waterproof, fog-proof, shock-proof. We did do some basic destructive testing, as you've probably seen at this point in the video. And then if you don't know, Vortex has a fantastic lifetime warranty. Prices are up here on the screen, but the one thing I want to call out, these are MSRP, and the way Vortex does it, they allow their dealers to sell below MSRP. They have a MAP price that they can't go below. So the reason I say it that way is you will definitely see these for sale for less. So don't look at that price and be like, that's the final price. It's not. I'm making this video before their release, so I don't know what that price is going to be, but you will definitely be able to get it less than that. All right, let's quickly talk about testing. This will only take another second. Don't go anywhere yet. And then after that, you can subscribe to my channel and carry on your happy, happy day. All right, I've only had these for a couple weeks. I haven't had very long. I brought them to the range 3 times. I shot a few hundred rounds through a pistol with this red dot attached. Most of it was just plinking, hitting steel, transitions, normal type stuff. We did some drawing from the holster. Again, I did some basic destructive testing, nothing crazy. I just wanted to make sure the red dot would be okay if it got banged around, and it handled that no problem. We also did some basic running and gunning. Just need to get my heart rate up lately. My cardio's been down, so we did some basic running and gunning also. 0 issues. 0 problems, 0 concerns, nothing broke, nothing that you need to be aware of. You know, overall, I think Vortex pistol red dots have come a long way. In my opinion of them has elevated quite a bit over the years. They were never bad, but they weren't just the best of the best. And I don't think I can give it a better compliment now to put this red dot on the gun that I carry every single day. Like, I'm gonna trust my life, potentially my family's life, and my dog's life to it. Then I can't give an accessory, an optic, whatever, a better compliment than saying this is what I carry every day, this is what I trust my life to, and this red dot is on the gun that I carry every single day. I don't carry this light every day. This is just something fun I'm doing. It's a $14 light on Amazon. But the gun and the light is what I carry every single day, and what a good looking gun. The grip and the slide is from Mischief Machine. It has a P365 FCU in there, and what a beautiful, beautiful gun. Anyway, thank you to Vortex for continuing to support this small but growing channel. I'm actually going out to the Vortex facility in December. December in Wisconsin sounds awful, but I'll make the best of it because I'm honored that they're inviting me out there. If you want to support the channel, why don't you go ahead and like and comment. That stuff's free and easy. What I really need, though, if you don't want to do that, why don't you subscribe to the channel? That really helps me out. I definitely appreciate it. Be good. Stay blessed. See you soon.